Hey guys, it's Suki here. So I did a ranking video of how all the U-20 players did in the match. So let's do an analysis of the BlueLocker side of things. This will be spoiler free for any anime only, so feel free to watch. This will only talk about player feats from this match alone. So anything regarding the first, second, and third selections will not be accounted for here. Before we start, I want to thank you all so much for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. It really meant a lot to me. And now we are heading for 2,000 subscribers. Let's get that show cooking. Oh yeah, and join our Discord, Neo Egoist Geeks, for more info on the fan-made movie of the BlueLock New Gen world. And just chat with other BlueLock geeks. It's a fun time over there. And the last thing I promise is that in this ranking list, it's just my opinion. If you have arguments or any changes you felt I should have made, please positively leave it in the comment section. I love a good debate, whether I win or not. I just love talking BlueLock. Now enjoy the video. 14th place, Chigi. I was shocked myself when rereading this arc on how little Chigi did in this match. It really made his crying scene hit hard because he knew he didn't do anything noteworthy to help this team. However, I'm a feats guy, so let's see what he did. He blitzed past IQ and tried to get the ball to Karasu, but Sai stopped it. That was his best and only somewhat positive play because he blitzed past IQ of all people. I thought he did more, but he wasn't able to do anything to Sai noteworthy in chapter 115 or in chapter 127. Although he was able to understand the play, he was still fooled as Sai put the ball 0.2 seconds away from Chigi's head to give Shido enough room to score a goal. Kudos to Chigi for trying his best, but nah, he wasn't able to really do anything this match, which makes the crying scene once again hit so hard. It sucks to put him here, but I have to be strict with this, so yeah. 13th place, Aoya. He didn't do as bad as I thought in this game. Well, he did. I'm not even lying. I was just trying to be positive. Well, I mean, he did get destroyed by Dorai for 53 minutes, but he did manage to sneak past him and get a shot, but it was deflected by Nayo. His other positive was working with Karasu and Chigi to break for the U-20 defense, but it really led to nothing, and he was with Karasu and Chigi, so it doesn't really amount to him. After that, he sort of just vanished and did not appear anywhere near the ball and did nothing on defense throughout his tenure and got subbed off by Barou. What a shame, bro. 13th place, Jube. Never say that name again. Okay. Let me fix it. Glam, are you? Oh, much better. Okay, cool. Let's talk about why you're 12. And yes, I know you had your clutch save against Sai's shot, but really think about it for a moment. What did he do after that play being noteworthy to the game? Nothing. He got blitzed by Kitsune Zato, and Aryu should have been on Shido, not Nico. Don't know what Blood was doing over there. So yeah, 12th place is perfectly fine because Aryu has the heights to reach Shido's shot. So I have no idea why they Aryu didn't stay on him and put Nico on Sendo, but it is what it is. So yeah, 12th is perfectly fine for him. No one's gonna question me putting him above Otoya, who didn't have any clutch plays like he did. The one thing separating him from Otoya is that he could have been replaced by anyone in the game and it still would have ended 4-3. Meanwhile, Aryu made it possible for the BlueLockers to survive as no one else in the BlueLock facility could stop that shot by him. 11th place, Hiryo, just missing out on the top 10. Even with less minutes than Otoya, I felt he was more impactful than him. Even Ego knew he was, as he let Hiryo take his place as the right wing position. And he did not disappoint, sending a fast pass to Karasu and followed by a side wannabe pass to Nagi. He sent a pass to Isagi, but what most people might overlook is that it was nearly a turnover as Hayate would have stolen it. Luckily, Bao stopped in to save the day. His last great play was receiving the ball deflected by Isagi. Had he not done so, Sendo would have scored and the BlueLockers would have lost, just barely missing out on the top 10. What a shame. Well, I put him above Aryu is because he had more moments to shine, unlike Aryu who had just that one shining moment. He already had multiple plays to actually show his worth, and he also did a clutch save just like Aryu, because if Sendo had gotten there, it would have been game over for BlueLock. But it's not enough to put him above his sensei, Tabito Karasu. Now, Karasu has a few feats under his belt, which was initiating the play, utilizing Otoya and Chigi, and though I'm not going to really credit this because it didn't really result to anything, it did start off the play for the second goal, and it just goes to show that Karasu can actually understand the mechanisms on this team. But I'm a feats guy, so I'm not going to really put much thought into that. In the second half, he however did make up for it by being a participant in Isagi's play leading to the third goal. Well, it could have been anyone who participated in it, but I guess we're just doing points off of this one game, so I'll allow Karasu his credit here. And also, his last noteworthy feat was taking leadership and organizing the team throughout the final play of the game, which reduced Sai's passing options. Loki didn't matter as Sai wanted to assist Shido, but who cares? It's feats for one game, so I'm just gonna give it to him, but normally I wouldn't have done this. I put him above Hiryo and Otoya because he did just a little bit more than them in terms of the whole overall game, because he got to play on the game for the whole 90 minutes. He did as much as them, but he got to stay on longer, so that's the only positive that's keeping Karasu in 10th place. If not, he most likely would have possibly been in even 13th place, if I'm being honest, because he didn't really get to do much that was better than anyone below him. It was just he had more time to shine. 9th place, Meguru Bacha. Now I know y'all want to get your shotguns but chill out. Bacha is a really good player, but for like 60% of the game, he really did not get to do much because of his position as a left striker badge. Bacha is meant to be an offensive player, not a defensive player, so defensively he didn't even do anything. But he still got to cook in the beginning of the match as he cooked Hayate and sent a pass to Isagi, which was stopped by IQ, which shows Bacha as a fast learner though, because when he had the same opportunity, he decided not to run back to Fade and send it to Rin since Isagi still had IQ on him. And if Rin wasn't autistic and didn't have big bro issues, he would have scored right there, giving Bacha an assist, which is not Bacha's fault that Rin had to do something else and try to score Sai's shot with a weak foot. Anyway, the next thing he did was in the second half when he destroyed the whole Iron Wall quartet and nearly scored if it wasn't for Sendo. Although it was a cool moment, don't forget it wasn't even a shot on target as Sendo stopped it before it even reached the net. He had no shots on target in this game, and that limited his match rating because shots on target can increase your match rating. So without that shot on target, he kind of doesn't. And something I didn't talk about for my ranking of the U-20 Japan members, by the way, thanks for the huge, it's on 4.3k views right now as we are speaking, is when IQ called out Fukaku. Was so genius because it allowed for Bacha not to get a clear shot opportunity, which would have been a goal because Fukaku sucks. How did Sendo do a better job at stopping shots than him? Anyways, that's not the point. The point is Fukaku coming up, even if Bacha had enough time to land, he would have had to collide with Fukaku, resulting in a foul. So well played. 8th place, Kenyu Yukimiya. He did as much as Bacha in this game. The thing putting him above him is the fact that he had 2 shots on target, which increases his match rating if you watch soccer and understand that type of stuff. While Bacha had none. Also, Bacha sucked as a defender. In chapter 133, he was able to adapt to the chaos of barou to get a near goal, but it was stopped by IQ. Honestly, if you want to say they should tie for 8th or Bacha 8th and Yukimiya 9th, I wouldn't be mad because their effectiveness was really close. But for me, it's just that they both each had one offensive master clutch, but Yukimiya had his shots on target with Bacha failing to do so, and only one of his long range passes actually connected, which was to Rin, but thanks to his issues didn't score off of that pass, so meaning Bacha couldn't get an assist, so I barely put Yukimiya above him. 7th place, Shorei Barou. I'll be honest, if Barou didn't score in this match, he would have been 11th, but he did score and goals boost your ratings, so I kept that in mind through the rankings. But before he scored, he saved Yoori by receiving his pass as Hayate was going to disconnect it from Isagi. His only offensive play that didn't regard his goal was when he hit the crossbar. Other than that, he was Isagi hunting, which really didn't go well for him as he really didn't get to make an impact in this game. He had one defensive play which was alongside Nagi, which was stopping Sendo. Although Nagi's head actually stopped it, so I'll give Nagi more points than Barou in this situation when we get to Nagi, which will be very soon. And yeah, Barou didn't really get to do much outside of his goal, so I think 7th place is very good for him. 6th place, Iki Nico. This was his best match for sure in the anime. His role as a center back was precisely to use his field of vision to grasp the circumstances on the pitch and act as the more powerful defensive sensor for BlueLock. He did a marvelous job in this role. Nico, for starters, detected that Sai's ball had a spin on it. You know how hard that is to do? Meaning it would be a trap to lure out Nico in a dangerous area for Sendo to score. However, Nico pretended to get lured to lure Sendo into his own trap, sending the ball to Karasu to start an insane link-up play with the other BlueLockers, ending up in their second goal, which gave the BlueLockers a huge momentum. So if Nico didn't stop that shot, it most likely would have been a goal for Sendo and no early lead for BlueLock into the half. Speaking of keeping the lead into the half, Nico deflected Cho's shot, just enough to give Gagamawa time to save that shot. In the second half, he had the task of stopping Shido, so to do this task, he had to keep track of all the ball movements off the ball as well, being Sai and Shido, and was able to determine Sai's motion and all of Shido and Sendo's off the ball movements and able to determine the exact danger point the shot would have been taken. Also, keep in mind, Sendo and Shido were running the same play Isagi and Rin were, and it took IQ to stop that. The rest of the defenders and defensive midfielders had no idea how to stop it. So for Nico to see through it the first time is pretty impressive. I do have to place him 6 because he did receive a yellow card and minorly hurt his foot due to the impact of the foul. But yeah, this was Nico's best performance in the anime so far, so 6 is really good for him. Just barely missed out on the top 5. 5th place, Seishiro Nagi. Nagi is a weird case to rank as he low-key had less of an effect after he scored, just like Barou, as he didn't get a single shot off after he scored, which was a cool jumping turn goal, beating out 2 defenders at once. Unfortunately, he literally didn't do anything from chapter 118 to 128. For anime viewers, that's episode 8 to 10. He, however, used Rin as bait to get himself a goal, but Nayo was there to stop him. He also sent a pass to Isagi, hoping to get an assist to Isagi, but was stopped. In episode 12 of the anime, he controls a pass from Isagi in a tricky spot that only he could handle, with Nayo and Nero on him to try and assist Isagi again. His last important play being saving Shen. His last important play was saving Sendo's shot in episode 13. The things putting Nagi this high is his goal, as strikers are supposed to score goals, so he did his job well enough, with the only actual time he had a shot course, as Nayo's job was to make sure Nagi didn't have a shot course. However, being a striker doesn't mean you cannot create opportunities for people, as Isagi received 2 creative opportunities from Nagi, so his playmaking points will also be attributed to this as well. And saving Sendo's shot, I won't credit this as much as Barou was also there, but I'll give him more credit than Barou for actually getting to the ball before Barou. Now, I know Nagi was given limited opportunities in this match because the game revolved around Isagi and Rin's chemical reaction for the first half, and Rin and Isagi dominating the second half as well. I really do appreciate Nagi making the safe plays and not forcing anything. Perfect example was when he used Rin for bait to get his own goal, but had to let it go for a pass instead of potentially getting dispossessed. However, a reason why I cannot put him higher than this is because he did not adapt to Nayo at all. Unlike Yukimiya, who did with Neru, and Otoya did with the Rive for like even a minute, Nagi did not once beat Neo. Even Isagi beat IQ in his final play. All the other 3 defenders were beaten by the person they were attacked to deal with at least once throughout the game. Nagi did not beat Neo once, although he did almost assist Isagi. That was him having to rely on Isagi. Meanwhile, the problem is his goal was scored on 2 midfielders, so he didn't even score on Nio, meaning that Nagi was destroyed by Nio the whole time and had to rely on his passes to get through Neo in the first place, or Neo to getting off position, like how he had to stop Otoya's shot, leaving a perfect chance for Nagi to score between those 2 weak defenders. 4th place, Ryo Mikage. He was definitely the best substitute in this game, as his role started from the beginning of this match, even though he was a sub, which was to analyze the players and figure out how to copy their abilities, as his one role in this match was to stop Shido. He did so successfully, copying IQ's neck technique to stop Shido. In episode 11 of the anime, he uses Neo's Doberman charge to stop Shido yet again, making an easy save for Gagama. In episode 13 of the anime, Shido finally beats Ryo in a 1v1 using his physical prowess of a fast switchback, but Ryo didn't give up on this play at all, as he kept up with Shido to limit his shot course options, allowing Gagama to perform his one handstand to save the shot from Shido. However, the ball was still up for grabs, with Cho and Kitsune Zato approaching. Any one of them could have scored, but Ryo got there first and copied Nagi's jumping trap turn to send the ball to Nagi, saving BlueLock of any danger. Ryo also saved Kitsune Zato's shot. So out of the 5 encounters Ryo had with Shido, Ryo beat Shido in 2 out of the 5 of them. However, he kept up with him in episode 12 to help Gagama save that shot. So even though Shido caught him lacking, Ryo still made up for it, especially with that jumping turn pass to Nagi. Ryo did a fantastic job against Shido. He also did a fantastic job of copying the U-20's defensive abilities for the first time seeing them physically on the pitch. Great job, Ryo. 3rd place, Geng Gagamao. This man bore the mantle of being a goalkeeper, which no other person would have done as well as him. He was the perfect man for it, as he had the height and flexibility for it. Two things Rail and Ryu could have potentially filled in, but Ryu doesn't have the flexibility and Rail does not have the height. So Gagamao, being the fusion of these two somewhat, was perfect for it. In his first game as a goalkeeper, he saved a shot from Sendo and Cho in the first half. In the second half, he stopped Shido's shot with a one-handed stance save. This man is really quick on his hands. I know, that pun sucked. Let's move on. It was really hard to rank Gagamar as he is a goalkeeper, so he doesn't get to move around like the other players. However, he conceded 6 shots in this game that went directly to him. And out of those 6 shots, he stopped half of them, being free. So I believe third place is really good for him, because I'm going to be biased and say he did really good as a goalkeeper, and in the positions everyone played, he had the hardest position to adapt to for sure. Although his body was made for it, the confidence level of playing goalkeeper, especially if you've never done it before, trust me, is really pressuring. So for Gagmal to do as well as he did, anyone else would have conceded 4 or 5 or even 6 goals from the U20 team. So for Gagamal to do as well as he did, bravo, I'll give you this one, but I won't be easy next time when I do a ranking video review. Now, we all know who the top 2 are gonna be, and it's gonna take a minute to see who performed better. So in the first half, they made plays that could have gone to either player. Like for example, Bacha's pass to Isagi, it could have gone to Win, but it didn't because Isagi was likely in a better position than Win. However, when they won that play back, he passes it to Win because he doesn't have IQ on him. And if Win had IQ on him in chapter 113 or 117, I guarantee you Win would get clapped just like Isagi. Win did score a goal in the first half because of the deflection from side, and this was really good because he scored it on IQ, who did figure out Isagi and Win's play to figure out IQ, which he didn't fall for, and Win still scored that Trivela shot in his face, showing why he is the leader of this team and the dominant one of this duo. Because of his sibling nature with Sai, he was able to stop Sai's pass to Sendo, but I won't praise him for that, as Ryu or Gagamaro could have saved the shot from Sendo, plus it went straight to Sai for a shot which Ryu saved. Rin was clearly the best player for BlueLock in the first half, as the whole team revolved around him, and was able to beat a pre-awakened IQ unlike Isagi and score against him. So in summary, in the first half, Rin was the anchor and Isagi was the fish bait. However, in the second half, Rin became the bait as Nagi used him as bait for when he wanted to receive a pass from Yoori, showing that this team wasn't only Rin's team anymore. And then Isagi, who was finally finding his footing in this match, almost got a direct shot because of this opportunity, but was stopped by IQ, who was a brutal wall to both Rin and Isagi. Isagi made a massive comeback, orchestrating a brilliant play that led to a pass from Nagi to get all the defenders on Nagi so Isagi could get an easy direct shot, but Sai stopped him. At least he bagged an assist to Baoda. This was the moment when Isagi took the leading actor role. But thanks to Sai, Ren levels up to stop IQ from scoring in a play no one could understand but him. And Isagi used Ren to stop IQ so he could stop Shido. However, this pressure made Ren go into a slow state and destroy the whole U20 defense, but wasn't able to score thanks to IQ and Shido's combined efforts. And when all hope seemed lost, Isagi discovered the missing piece being Ren and had to believe in him to stop Sai, in which he did. He assisted Isagi for him to score the winning goal. Now this is tough as they both bagged 1 goal and 1 assist each, with Rin dominating the first half and Isagi coming back in the second. However, I have to give second place to Yoori Isagi and first place to Rin Itoshi. It's very close, but the reason being that after the third goal, Isagi's impact was due to him using Rin, and Rin after the third goal just did more than Isagi. And even though Isagi used Rin for his goal, the problem is he relied on Rin, making Rin's impact even greater. Him being the only one to stop Sai and score in front of IQ and be the anchor on multiple occasions for the BlueLock team, especially even stopping IQ's shot which no one else could have foreseen. I know Isagi fans must be fuming, but all those facts must be the reason why I have to put Rin at number 1. And I know Isagi orchestrated the third goal to happen without needing Rin in the process, but he definitely needed Rin to score the final goal because no one else would have been able to stop Sai the way Rin did. Isagi had to trust and believe in Rin to do what he did to get him the openness to score a goal, a direct shot. So yeah, if Isagi had used anyone else the way he used Rin, Isagi would have been number 1. But because he had to use Rin, his impact grew, which made it a bit more easy for me to make a decision that Toshi was the best blue locker in this exhibition match. It's been fun making this video. Stay blessed. Suki out. To the